For many founders, often they form their company, protect their IP, raise funds, build that MVP, the minimal viable product, and the next big milestone is commercialization. So how do you get on the map and be discovered? Growth starts with one big assumption. If you have a strong product, the market evolves. But this path to growth does not operate in a vacuum, and it rarely is how influence works. You can have a smart team, a great solution, and a clear vision, yet you struggle to get traction if you're shaping a new industry or solving a problem in a different way that needs to be educated. So who helps shape your story? Many leaders get stuck in this growth phase. Some rely on what they own or can control 100% of the time. One-way communications at the public, which means their website, blog, or newsletter, or maybe that pitch deck, but investors do give you feedback on it, and it does iterate often. Others chase visibility by paying their way into attention by audiences. Pay to play, we call it, carries less credibility than sharing the dialogue or earning your way into the press or on a podcast or storytelling by third parties, such as your partners, investors, customers, academics, and politicians, those who are perceived as those third-party outsiders. This attention builds a strong foundation for the market to see others' point of views and not your company talking about itself. It's just more credible. It's also more difficult and takes more time to operate in an environment beyond this one-way communications of owned media, what you own 100%, and pay-to-play options or the paid stuff. Welcome to a coin termed by Chicago's Ginny Dietrich called PESO. It's a framework to explain when someone says, I just need marketing. Well, there's a dozen types of campaigns within each of those 4 buckets of paid, earned, shared, and owned that make up the PESO model. While all 4 create an integrated mix of the best ways to tell your story and to gain trust by your publics, the 2 in the middle, earned and shared media, allow for multiple perceptions in 2, 3, 4-way dialogues and open up your company to transparency and being on your toes dialogue. That's what I call it, being on your toes. Honestly, when you have more than just that one-way communication to the public, perceptions are shaped better from the inside out and then the outside in, meaning let others help you tell it with you, your story. The strongest founder-led brands rely on that earned media, which is PR news coverage. An editor or journalist has to deem it worthy of sharing with their readers and viewers, and shared media on the social platforms. And they do these 2 the most. Why? Because others' feedback carries weight when your customers need input, when your investment banker wants to find the right buyer and lead you toward that liquidity event that you've dreamed of as a founder. So, earned and shared media define your voice, sharpen your message, and become the public diligence that the market needs to validate your solution. Earned media signals to the market that your story is worth paying attention to. And when used well, earned and shared media combined don't compete. It's the exact opposite. They work together and they complement one another, helping you as a founder enhance what you stand for and helping the market believe that. Today, we're breaking down how founders and chief executive officers can think about shared and earned media, not as separate tactics, but as 2 of the most powerful building tools in modern communications. I also want you to remember as a founder that visibility alone is good, but credibility carries you for years and potentially into that liquidity event that I mentioned earlier. Both earned and shared are powerful when grounded in sharing with the market, not to the market one way, but for what makes you different. And that's the heart of my book, Seek Your Unique, and it's 10 secrets for standing out and being remembered. The book explores what every founder or leader needs to differentiate themselves, do the deeper work, own it with confidence, innovate and build that strong company that you've dreamed of, and your bold leadership team and your loyal customers. As an identical twin, I assure you that the more clearly you understand what makes you unique and different, the more effectively you communicate it to the market. So stay tuned for how you can use both earned and shared media to build credible ways to tell your story with those third parties that you are cultivating or have cultivated so well. I'll talk in one of my next videos about the inverted pyramid methodology that applies the earned and shared media campaigns and break down why that matters. See you soon.